Hey everyone, Pat Mesiti here live at 5. And I wonder if you, like me, are starting to think, am I sick? Am I a patient? Am I in some, I don't know, social experiment where I feel that I'm supposed to feel sick? I'm supposed to feel dangerous. I'm supposed to feel alienated. I'm supposed to feel like I'm bestial almost because I can't control my life. Why is it that right now we are being treated like we are all patients? The fact is, we're not all sick. The fact is that even in Melbourne, in its darkest day of death, did you read the actual statistics? Now the Victorian Premier, what he's doing is pre-announcing the bad news. And it's almost like he's like, can't wait to announce his latest, shock and horror story. Today, I think 324 cases and again, whatever, I think 14 deaths. And while the death of anyone diminishes us all, have a look at the facts. The facts don't lie. But here's what's happening. There's three things that is happening to us right now in this experiment. And I do believe it's an experiment. Number one, with all the handouts, the JobKeeper, which is fine, with all the, government control, it's almost like we are now being made to feel dependent, debilitated, and full of dread. 3Ds. The 3Ds that Chinese torture involves. If you look at Amnesty International's definition of torture, you will see these things in there. Number one, dependency. Number two, debility, that you aren't capable of doing stuff yourself. I don't understand why a state or states make us feel like we are sick when we're not. And to be made to feel like that is a form of psychological control that actually causes people sick. There will be increase of deaths because of coronavirus, but not because of coronavirus. And as I said the other day, two things: did you die of it or with it? Most people, it's with it, not of it, with it. And if we look at those facts, you see, it's easy to throw numbers. It's easy to throw the horrific numbers and the dread, X amount deaths and 324 cases. But the reality is that 99.9% or 99.5% of cases recover. Why are we not hearing those numbers? And I've been saying it over and over again nearly every day. And I know some of you get sick and tired of hearing it, but the fact is you're being made to feel like you are sick and you're not. The other thing, what it's doing is making people feel like they're in constant danger of other people. We're all in this together, but watch your neighbor. We're all in this together, but tell on someone if they don't have a mask. We're all in this together, but boy, oh boy, I tell you what, if someone goes 6 kilometers out, we're going to fine you. We're going to fine you for moving 5 kilometers out of your jurisdiction. When did we give up our rights? And please, this is not for the safety of other people. If you think it is, you're kidding yourselves. We are kidding ourselves. We haven't quarantined the elderly. We haven't even been able to sustain a decent a decent rules of quarantine, especially in Victoria. And interestingly, no one's putting up their hand and saying, I'm at fault. Victorian Premier says, oh, it's with a judge at the moment, but the judge says, Mr. Premier, you can speak. Now, I'm not a fan of Dan Andrews. Matter of fact, I'm not a fan of most socialists. But I tell you what I'm also not a fan of. It's not people. It's when you and I are made to feel like we are dependent on controlling factors. You can't do it, we're going to make you do it. We're going to make you wear masks. We're going to tell you when you can go to bed. We can tell you when you can go for a walk. We'll even tell you when you can shop. We'll even tell you who you can meet with. And boy, you meet with more than 2 people, we're going to fine you and we're going to hurt you because you know what? You're the enemy. I got some news for everyone. We're not all sick. We're not all patients. We're not all the enemy. Number two, we've been debilitated slowly and surely. Our humanity, our freedom of speech, our freedom of expression is being chunked away bit by bit by bit. And watch how it starts. Masks could work. Maybe they don't work, but just in case, we suggest you wear a mask. We strongly suggest you wear a mask. You're wearing a mask. We're going to fine you if you don't wear a mask. And then what happens is people out there, If you decide not to wear a mask because you're worried about the bacteria you're breathing in, the amount of photos out there right now of people wearing masks and all the sores and everything, cold sores and rashes and everything else, doesn't that disturb some of you? When you are not following the instructions, you're made to feel like you're the enemy. Sounds to me like an easy way to get the Antichrist. You know, when I do believe in that, by the way, get that Antichrist spirit, you know, where people are controlling other people and they're going to dob on you and you're going to get in trouble and you're made to feel like you're the enemy. Folks, please don't feel or don't allow them to debilitate you. And then the third one is dread. Dependency, debility, and dread. Dread and fear are running rampant. You know, we don't trust people. We view them as enemies. It's like we can't trust each other. You know, some people can follow the rules, other people can't follow the rules. Have you read George Orwell's 1984? Maybe the rules are wrong. Maybe the rules don't work. This is not a public safety issue. It's a control issue. It's an economic issue. If it was purely a public safety issue, we should have done the same for the flu. We should have done the same for the swine flu or any other contagious disease. I'm asking you to voice your concerns. I'm asking you to not see people as an enemy. So what's my answer? Number one, be self-empowered. Number two, don't see people as the enemy just because they're not following your rules or the rules that dictator Comrade Dan or whoever it is out there is trying to tell us to do. Number three, don't fall for the dread. You know, the good book says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a love, power, and a sound mind. The three things that are right now falling apart before us is love. People see each other as enemy. Power, we don't have any power. It's been taken away slowly but surely, chunked away slowly but surely, nearly every day. Number three, a sound mind. That dread removes soundness of mind. It removes any sense of power. And it certainly doesn't make you want to love people. You know, if we're all in this together, we're going to stop seeing people as the enemy. The enemy is out there, but it's not the people that are part of this debilitating culture that now that we are engaged in. I really hope that we can, number one, be self-empowered. Number two, don't live in fear. Number three, don't let anyone debilitate you. Now I've got a very special announcement to make, and this coming Sunday, I have a very special VIP guest coming onto our Reborn channel, Dr. Rob Thompson. He is the son of Mr. Peter J. Daniels. Rob is an international speaker, worked with royalty, worked with governments. He's going to be on our Reborn channel this Sunday morning. You don't want to miss it. We're taking Reborn to another level. We've got some incredible announcements to make during the week for all of you that are part of our community and family. Hey, could you press like and share? I want to come and do maybe some shorter things at Live at 5 because I know we're all time poor, but if you could share the message of hope. Number one, we don't want to be debilitated. Number three, we're not going to live by dread. Number third thing, we're not going to be dependent. We want to be self-sufficient people. It's Pat Mesiti, Live at 5. See you tomorrow.